Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the PS2 Collector, episode 32 to be exact. So throughout the week I thought, you know what, let's do some data checking because I want to share the stats of what it takes to collect every single PS2 game ever released, and these were my findings when I was checking my data. So at the moment we have spent about £839 and 10 pence, and we have accumulated thus far 240 games out of 4,376, and I want to see which countries or regions does my games come from. So 202 games from the 240 games I've got are from Europe, and the other 38 are from Japan. And guys, on this episode today, it's a unique situation because the 5 games that I have picked up I have never played before until this week, and guys, that is something that you do not want to miss. Stay tuned. So let's start off with game number 241, and that is 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. So this is an arcade simulation game, and let me tell you, this game is an absolute blast and fun to play, let me tell you. So whilst I was playing it this week, the main objective of this game is to get your cargo through racing all over America against your competitors, and let me tell you, your competitors will make your life difficult in these races. So the fun aspect of this game is it's fast paced, and I also like the fact where if you take down other vehicles you gain extra time. So normally in arcade game or as well as racing games, you crash, you hesitate because you basically lost time and you basically out of the race, but this game rewards you for crashing other cars. I'm all for it. And I also like the fact where when you're buying a car, your speed goes a bit higher. So this game also has 18 unique vehicles. So one thing I like about this, because all 18 cars, or 8 cars I say, have their own unique attributes. So no car's the same, because normally back then cars were all the same but with different skins, but this game is totally different to that. Is it up there with Crazy Taxi, which is one of the greatest arcade racing games ever made? It's not on that level, and the graphics for its time was good, but it's an arcade port, so it is going to be dated. Don't forget, this game was also released on the Dreamcast and was only ported because Sega became a software company after leaving the gaming market, and yeah, it got a port release on the PS2 a year later. Would I recommend it? Yes, I definitely will, because I'm a huge fan of arcade racing, and this brings back the old gritty arcade style. And for only £2.50, guys, if you do enjoy trucks and you do enjoy arcade racing or arcades from that time, this game is definitely up your alley. For only £2.50, it's a no-brainer. Brilliant game. Right guys, so on to the next game, game number 242. Now this game has to be the most ridiculous and most over the top game that I played in recent memory, and that is Runabout 3 The Neo Age. Wow, this game is a mixed bag. At one point it's very similar to Burnout series, and the other point the graphics are so terrible. It's so bad that you can mistake it for a PS1 game. This has a moniker where this game is so bad that it's good. The vehicles in this game, and I found out you can play as a tank, a bloody tank, and cause so much destruction. Yeah man, I'm all for it. There are other vehicles such as cars, motorcycles, fire engines, bloody fire engine man. Mind blown. And another thing is, this game's graphics and gameplay is quite similar to Driver 1 on the PS1. If you played that, you know exactly what graphics or how this game will look like. And another thing that caught me by surprise, even though that this game is based in New York, it was not released in North America. how crazy is that? A game that's based in America. It even has the Statue of Liberty on the front cover. You can't get more American than that. And it was not released in North America. Now that is a crazy decision. I am surprised as you are. And yeah guys, if you do enjoy games like Burnout and games like Twisted Metal, if I can say that, this game is definitely for you. A hidden gem and a game that caught me by surprise. And if you look beyond the graphics, this game is fun, absolute fun to play. Game number 242, the surprising Runabout 3, the Neo Age. Right, on to the next game, game number 243. Now this game, again, is another arcade racing game. I know this week I've gone mad in buying arcade races, but this game, it's a bit weird. It's an arcade racing game, and that is mashed, and there's also combat similar to Twisted Metal is mashed for the PS2. So this game, I'm not a fan of the camera. It's wonky all over the place. Sometimes it's overhead, then it's back to normal ground, then overhead, back to normal ground. It's just not for me. And this game did get good ratings, but the graphics for me puts me off. It's so cheap that it looks like a mobile game. The graphics have aged terribly. But as a combat racer, there is fun to be had. This game for me, I would recommend playing it in a 2-player mode. The story is too basic. It's too simplistic. It's just not up there with the greats such as Burnout and other great arcade races. It's nowhere near Runabout 3 New Age. Runabout 3 New Age, that was a fun and very eye-opening for me. But this game could not live up to that. I think the fact that I played the Runabout 3 first and this might have put me off. But yeah guys, if you do enjoy games like this, but this game got a 9 out of 10 the front cover, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. That's my personal pick, because I think they would have said this game and they gave it a 9 out of 10 for no reason. But for me, I'd say it's a 5 or a 6 out of 10 game. If you do enjoy arcade races, if you do enjoy games like Crush Hour and Twisted Metal, this game might be just for you. But don't forget the graphics is dated and it is a budget title. That's my opinion. If you disagree with that, leave it in the comments below. And guys, that's game number 243, mashed. On to the next game, game number 244. Now this game is the godfather of sniping games, and that is Silent Scope for the PS2. So this game is utter chaos. It is bad. It is a terrible game. In my opinion, it's terrible. This game is hard. The voice acting is absolutely pathetic, and I've got to say, this game is just not fun whatsoever. But however, if you do have the arcade cabinet with the sniper controls, that's the best way to play this game. But if you get it on console, you're gonna have a bad time playing this game. You got to understand, this game was an arcade port, and the controls are very hard to get used to. You have to be really precise with your shots. The graphics, again with ports, it is dated. It is absolutely dated because the arcade version was released in 1999 and the PS2 version was released in 2001. And in 2001, graphics slowly were upscaling to much better things. But since this being an arcade game, it has, unfortunately, dated badly. So yeah, if you do enjoy sniper games or you want to know the origins of great arcade games, this might be up your alley. Game number 244, Silent Scope. So on to the final game of this video, game number 245. Now this game was so obscure that I can't find any information about it. So you know what, I thought I'll give it a go. Let's play, let's see how it plays. And that is Shogun's Blade for the PS2. So the front cover, it looks too basic. It looks like a budget title in my opinion. So the story of this game is about two samurais. So one samurai is Miyamoto Musashi, one of the greatest swordsmen in the history of Japan. Whilst out in Japan, his statue is everywhere. And the other warrior, his name is Sasaki Kojiro. So these two warriors are from the west and east, and it's part of the period where this battle in Japan was to decide the future of Japan. So it's got a very authentic and very real story. You know, it makes the game more engaging, but I've got to say, it's just a Dynasty Warriors ripoff, and it's a bad ripoff of that, and it can easily pass off as a PS1 game. So for me, if you do enjoy Dynasty Warriors, this game might just be up there as one of your favorites. But for me, I don't enjoy Dynasty Warriors games because it's too repetitive. It's all hack and slash, and repeat. I don't enjoy those kind of games. And yeah, so this game is a budget title, not that hard to find. It is a bit pricey at £8. I've got to say, £8 for a terrible game. I've got to say right now, for me this game's about a 10. You've got to avoid this game at all costs. I won't pay £8 for it, but if you're like me or crazy enough like me to collect every single PS2 game, this game will have to be in your collection. There's many games like it where if the soaps are cured, they become rare and they're hard to find. This game, I understand £8 not that bad if you're going to take a hit. But yeah, game number 245, £8, not for me, and that is Shogun's Blade. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. So yeah, it was a very terrible bunch of games, but with a slight hidden gem such as Runabout 3 Neo 8. That game caught me by surprise, but other than that, it was a poor selection of games in my opinion. And guys, again, if you want to see when my videos come online, please subscribe. If you do subscribe, it does help the channel. Guys, we're nearly on 2,000 subscribers. If you do watch my video, please subscribe as it helps a lot. And if you want to know when my channel comes online, click on the bell notification below. Anyways guys, until next time, and again, please don't forget to subscribe.